Okay, so when we look at the conversions, notice there's no square conversions or cubic conversions. You have to make your own. To do that, we have to use a relationship. Now, if we want to work with cubic centimeters, we're going to cube that. And let's say we wanted to convert from a cubic inch to a cubic centimeter. All right, so that conversion factor, we're going to cube it. And when we cube that conversion factor, we have to cube not only the units, but the number as well. So basically, this exponent goes like this. So what that looks like is this is not tracking very well. Okay. So if we were to convert so we're starting with 49 cubic inches. And we're not going to cube the 49.3 because it's already been cubed. So we need to go to cubic meters now. So conversion factor I just gave you here, that'll get us to cubic centimeters. And then we're going to do the same thing to get to cubic centimeters to cubic meters. Yeah.
1 cube and 1 inch cubed, is that what it says? Okay.
Yeah. So basically we're cubing everything in there inside parentheses. So let's the 254 cubed. Did you bring a plastic spoon by any chance? Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to go the rest of the tree.
I think we've all been there, you don't have to. But yes, I have sugar packets on the board.
Fork of blood. That way I don't have to go home and launder my hair. Thank you. It's weird. I feel like I'm kind of thinking with. Oh.
Like, you feel like it.
No, I don't feel lightheaded. I just.
Well, you're floating around.
Okay, so that's going to be our cubic conversion from cubic centimeters to cubic inches. All right, so we're going to use that now.
How did you get?
I just cubed everything. 2.54 cubed.
You might want to show people.
Yeah, let me do that on the calculator on board. Okay, how do you cube? It depends on your calculator. And this particular calculator we're going to be using, well, one way to do it is just multiply 254, 254, 254. Boom, boom, boom. Or we're going to use
There's a function tab you see above all the, it's function. But you want to notice? What's that?
no. No, we're going to use this guy here. Okay, it says X and Y. It depends on your calculator. Like for example, my 84, GI 84, it's got something called a caret. And that's a pretty universal power or exponent. So I would go 254 caret 3. Enter. Or you can go 254 times 254 times 254, or you can use the X to the Y. So X is the first number you put in, Y is the second number. It has to do with registers underneath the covers in the calculator. So X is one register, Y is another register. And then when you hit enter, it merges those together in the function of exponentiation. Blah, 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 right? Multiply 254 times 254 times 254. The most straightforward way. We're not going to go above cubic in here. The concept can go on. All right, so is there anyone have any questions about where the 16 number came from? It's just cubing 254. Okay.
I do have a question regarding the point 39. What did you decide? How did you decide to have it 2000 plus?
Yeah, because it gave me,
Yes.
I just arbitrarily chose 4 sig figs. Could have done 3 sig figs, because your answer is going to be in 3 sig figs, so.
1.6387.
E1
So you times
times 10. E1 means times 10.
they do two, yeah, I got the same thing. 2.54 times 2.54 is 2.54. But I didn't get 16. I got 1.64. So
Well, 2.54, and let's say 2.5. 2.5 times 2.5 is going to be like 5. 5 times 2.5 would be like over 10.
Mhm.
And 16 is a more reasonable number than
So
1 point.
we just have to know to move the decimal point from what I got.
And yours says E2.
If you times it by 10.
Yeah, that was after I times it by 10.
Yeah. Mine does the same thing.
So you get 1.6 times 10 to the 4th.
But since it's 3 sig figs, it's 1.64.
Times 10.
Hmm.
So it's 16.4. Okay, so now we're in cubic centimeters. Now we need to get over to cubic meters. Same conversion. So we have we're gonna have 100 cubed. So what is 100 cubed? 100 cubed is 10 to the 6. Supposed to be a 10. Okay, so this will get us to cubic meters. Okay. Now, a cubic meter is a meter by a meter by a meter. Cubic centimeter is, or cubic inch is this by this by this. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of those cubic inches in the cubic meter. So this will be a matter of grinding. This supposed to be a 10, not a 6. The reason why these are goofy numbers, the tracking between the stylus is off a little bit. And that... Okay, so let's see what this is. So that's not very many cubic meters. So meters big compared to an inch. Now, many of my ChemA students have never done a calculation involving square or cubic dimensions. And this is kind of different. So you'll have one of these on your test. No more than one. Okay. So that's what I wanted to cover.
Is that doing 49.3 times 16, sorry, 493.3 cubed, and then times 16.4 cubed times, 1 cubed, and then divide, 1 cubed divided by 10 to the 6.
Yeah.
And then I keep getting this big number, 528.53, so I don't know why I'm doing that. So, see the railroad, please? Yeah.
So we're gonna go.
Yeah, I keep getting 5.2. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna multiply in the top. That's 49 times 16. Divide by everything in the bottom. Divided by 10 to the 6. Now, the answer I got should be, without doing any calculation, should be really a small number. Because we're going from centimeters to meters, so there's not gonna be very many big meters in that centimeter.
You might be can't reach.
Because it's already cubed already. That's what we were doing over here. And here. So we did all the cubing already. And you don't have to do this in 2 steps. But it's more straightforward to do it in 2 steps if you've never done this before. So do the first thing you do is you convert to a cubic conversion factor,
Yes, okay, yeah,
because you've already done the 3rd power
yes.
by doing this first step.
Oh, okay, I was doing cube. Cubed, so it's just 49.3 times 16.4 divided by 10 to the 6th power.
So this is going to be, the 16.4 is 254 cubed. Yeah, so it's already done. You don't have to cube it anymore. Okay, and then the 10 squared is also cubed to 10 to the 6th.
When you're writing down on paper, how do you differentiate a number that needs to be cubed and one that is already in cubic? Would you just put it in parentheses when it needs to be cubed and then?
Well, if you can write it 2 different ways. You can also do it like this. This would be doing it all in 1 step. But see, then the calculators do it. Depends on what keys are available. On this one, it's real easy to do, but yeah, I think it's more straightforward if you do the conversion first. Yeah. How do I get the 8 to the -4? Yeah. Well, you're dividing by 1,000,000. 10 to the 6 is 1,000,000. So, this top number, you're looking at maybe, what is it? 80.9 divided by 1,000,000. That's how you get the -4. So what did your calculator tell you?
Where the rest of it.
I'd have to look at your calculator with what keystrokes you use. And we're going to be using exponents a lot in this class. Okay, so you've got you've got a square key, you don't have a cubed key. See this button here? Okay, so let's do this using this button here. See,
So.
it's gonna be two parts, so like, uh, 5 cubed. So the first number you put in is gonna be on the bottom, second number is gonna be the exponent. Okay, so let's do this here. It's gonna be a 49.3. And 16.4 divided by 10, 6. And then if we convert that to scientific notation,
Their power now. So, it looks like this.
it's in the mode here. So when you press mode, there's all these different units. Normally it's here. Another name for this is floating point. This is normal. And that psi is a scientific notation. So what you do is you move the cursor blinking under the psi, press enter, and then clear it. So all calculations from now on will be in whatever mode you chose. Well, I'm just gonna multiply by 1 so that we can. Let's do this here.
I just don't, I like, used to look, wow, I have to look at this to see.
Okay, so we're there, all right? Okay, so we're gonna go mode. Scientific notation, enter. Now we need to clear this. Okay, so now if we multiply that by 1. So now we're in the new scientific notation mode.
So cool. That is so cool. Hey, that's awesome.
And then if you want to go back, say you're in scientific notation, you want to be in scientific notation, just go mode. Normal. Enter, and then clear. And multiply answer by 1. See when I'm back to the.
That's so cool. So great. It's probably gonna ask you how to do more stuff.
Mhm.
No way.
Yeah, this is more powerful than the normal one they have, because this will do matrices, small matrices. It'll do integration, differentiation.
That's so cool. I'm gonna have to ask you how to work this calculator. Thank you so much.
That makes sense though now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect thing.
All right,
This is, she.
okay, so let's do one more of these. Yeah. Now, which one now?
Oh, this is it. And we're getting, we're spend them on, but yeah, obviously good. And we'll do this.
Well, there's 100 centimeters in a meter, right? Okay, so, or 10 squared. Well, we want to cube everything, so 10 squared cubed is 10 to the 6. And that's where the 6 up here comes in. So this, same as that. Is that your question? Is that was your question, and does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do one more of these, and then we're going to start on lab write-up. Okay, how many cubic inches are in 1.5 cubic kilometers? So the given is 1.5. cubic kilometers. And we want to get cubic inches. Okay, so we can go kilometers, meters, centimeters, inches. We're going to go kilometers to meters, meters to centimeters, and then centimeters to inches. And we've got to cube each one of those. So that's in the cubic format. And I am going to provide that conversion chart for your test. Don't have to worry about memorizing all that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go kilometers, cubic kilometers to cubic meters. So I'm going to do cubic kilometers, so the given cancels. Now there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer, so that's 1,000 meters. And then this would be 1 cubed. So 10 cubed is 10 to the 9th. Okay, so let's put that down here. How did I get 10 to the 9th? Okay, we're going to multiply the external 3 by the internal 3. We're not going to add them, we're going to multiply them. So I'll get the cube to the 9th. All right, now we're in cubic meters. Let's go to cubic centimeters. And there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So that's 3 times 2, that's 10 to the 6, like before. Okay, now we're in cubic centimeters. Now let's go to cubic inches. And 2.54 was 16. What was it? 16? Who remembers? What?
16.3.
Okay. So our cubic kilometers cancel, our meters cancel, centimeters cancel, left with cubic inches. Let's grind this out. Now this is going to be a big number.
Unless you're doing 10 times 10 times 10 million times.
So that's 21 zeros. Now, cubic kilometer is big. Okay, there's 1.6 kilometers to a mile. That's, getting close to a mile. Cubed, that's a mile by a mile by a mile. And we're talking about inches, cubic inches, so it's quite a big number. Like, let me do this again, just to make sure.
That's just. Yeah, he's good. I don't need to focus. So good.
And actually, I made a mistake. Yeah, well, I have 992.
Good for this. We already did that. I'm gonna vertical here.
Okay,
This.
that's why I held off till today doing it. It was definitely trickier. Okay. We are finished with unit 1. By the way, my sister got back to me. My sister got back to me. And she doesn't remember what Ramona looked like. I said, well, she looks like you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any questions about this? What?
This is our. Yeah.
Go ahead.
He said. Yeah. So I don't. Do 10.
Yes.
That's not good. I almost think the biggest 1.5 here was to like racing or something like we have to be. Everyone's going on. Yeah. Why is it as opposed to things? Make it less long, why did we, the number's so low now? That's what.
All right.
Yeah. Rainbow, we made free.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
We don't want to have it on my
Not.
It was computing, like, you can computer to build it out this year.
I did tell information, I would do it on my calculator.
All right, so what I'm gonna do now, everyone. Lab write-up. Get yourself. One of these guys. This particular one has graph paper in it. Yours doesn't have to have graph paper. If you're doing graphs like in 1A, 2, and 1B, you can do a lot of graphs. Then buy one of these with graph paper built into it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to use graph paper, cut it out and tape it in, which is a pain. And this is for my 306 class at Sac City. The write-up is the same though. On all my classes for the last 25 years, I've used the same thing. And it's standard. All the chemistry classes in the department except 2A use this here. 2B uses this. 1A for sure, 1B for sure. And this is a prep class course, mostly 1A. But it helps a lot if you're taking 2A as well. So, but anyway, in this class, we're doing the extensive write-up. Okay.